today we're going to do just 7 exercises within the half an hour. So I'm going to take you through sort of the foundational Pilates exercises. We're going to do breathing, printing, imprinting, pelvic curls, chest lifts, your oblique chest lifts, and then side to side and basic back extension. If we have time, we're going to do a little bit of glute specific work. That will make up the 7. So let's get started. You're going to just be lying down on the floor. Clear your hair out of the way. I want you to just bring your hands onto your pelvis. Take a few big breaths in and just settle into the ground. Feel your body pressing down into the floor and feel the body rising up, the floor rising up to support you. I want you to just take a few big breaths into your belly, allowing your abdominals to relax so that as you inhale, the belly lifts up, and as you exhale, it just kind of drops away. Two more breaths. Going to start to just breathe and print your low back. So all that means is take a breath in. As you breathe out, gently draw your pelvic floor up into your body and feel like your tummy is just moving away from your shirt. Inhale, let it all go. And breathe. Think of closing all of the holes in your pelvic floor and then just lifting gently up into the body. And now we're going to start to imprint. So when you think about your pelvis, at the moment your pubic bone and your hip bones are hopefully parallel to the floor. As you breathe out, you're going to engage the tummy but tilt the pelvis backwards using your abs, not your butt, to tilt that pelvis back and then forwards. Back and forward. It's only small. We're going really small first. We're going to build up to bigger movements. And back. And 3 to go. Last one. Now just take a quick check that your feet are relatively close to your bottom and that your toes are all pressing into the floor. Legs are parallel. Press your hands down. You're going to imprint your spine. Now squeeze your butt and lift your spine off the floor. When you get to the top here, I want you to keep feeling like you're drawing your pubic bone towards your navel, squeezing through the butt. Press all 10 of your toes into the floor and press your hands down into the ground as well. Roll your spine down 1 vertebra at a time. And again, lifting, squeezing the glutes. At the top, gently feel like you're dragging your heels towards your butt, trying to get your knees closer to your toes. Hopefully you felt a bit of extra work in the back of the thighs. Pressing the hands down into the floor, roll back down. Let's go for 3 more like this. 1. Pressing the feet down. Reaching. Check to see that your knees are parallel and in line with those hip bones. If not, put a pillow in between your legs so you engage your inside thighs. 1 more. Squeezing and lifting. Alright, from here you're going to lift your left heel, roll down. And lift. Just a slight variation. And roll back down. Now, you shouldn't really be feeling this in your low back. If you are, it could mean that you're going too high at the top, and so you're getting that lumbar extension. So just drop your butt a little, tilt it back and squeeze. Feel like you're trying to wrap where the bum and the thighs meet together, and down. Change the heel that is lifted, so right heel lifts up and roll down. Feel for each vertebra lying down on the floor one at a time. Last one up. Hold, both heels are going to stay up now and you're going to roll down and lift. Down and lift. So you should be feeling this a little bit more in the calves now, but keep focusing on that pelvis tilting. Core engaged, pelvic floor lifting up, and roll back down. Hold at the top here. You're going to lower your butt halfway down and squeeze it up. If you can't tell where you should be feeling it, pop your hands where your thighs meet your butt. Make sure under there is going hard as you press up. Engaging those muscles. 3 pulses to go. 3 and 2. Last one. And roll all the way down. From there, go wider than your hips. Turn your feet out, and I want you to feel like you're externally rotating through your thighs. All right, from here, we're going to go up into a wide pelvic curl. So you're going to roll it up. You're going to feel it a little bit more on the side of your butt now. And then rolling back down. Articulating through the spine as much as you can. Up. And rolling down. Lift. And lower. 4 to go. Up. And down. And lift. Getting those vertebrae down. One at a time. Last one. Up. And down. Now you're going to bring your feet into a small V, a little Pilates V. I want you to bring your toes in even closer and lift your heels off the floor. From here, you're going to lift your hips. So your knees are going to go on a little bit of an external rotation. They're not parallel anymore. I want you to take your arms overhead and leave them on the floor and then roll back down. Heels stay lifted, rolling the spine up, and then roll the spine down. Up, squeezing through the glutes, squeeze those heels together. 3 to go. 3, and 2, and last one. And then bring the legs just so that they are parallel once more. Your hands are going to come behind your head and we're going to move on now. So pelvic curls are done. We're going into chest lifts now. So legs stay down just to start with. Interlacing the fingers. I want you to bring your elbows so that you can see them. Imagine there's a peach under your chin. Don't squash that peach as we go through. Engage your abdominals so you're printing, and then you're going to lift your ribs towards your hips as you come up. Keep that neck long. Arms are working to lift your head and lower down, and then up and down. So we're going for a little bit more of endurance today with these exercises. So they start off fairly easy, but by the end you'll feel the burn. And lift and lower. As you lift your head, neck and chest, try not to squeeze your butt cheeks. Keep your bottom relaxed as you lift. Think instead of reaching those elbows sort of away from one another. 2 more. Up and down. Up and down. All right, from here we're going to increase the work. So you're going to lift, reach your arms and lift a little bit higher. Take your hands back behind your head without dropping at all, and then lower. Lift, reach, stay high, hands behind your head and down. Up, reach, hold, Head back and down. Hands back, I should say. Up. Reach higher. Hands back and down. Up. Up. Down and back. And let's keep going. Up. Reach. Down and back. You will be feeling this somewhat in your neck. It is working. And lift. Lift. Down. Down. Last one like this. Up. Up. Down. Down. Now hands are going to stay interlaced behind your head. Legs are going to lift up to tabletop. Squeeze your heels together a little bit just to get those glutes switched on. As you breathe out, you're going to chest lift and lower. Chest lift and lower. Up and down. Head staying heavy in the arms. Think instead of your bottom ribs moving towards your hips. 4 to go. 4 and 3 and 2 and last 1. Alrighty, from there, legs down again. As you breathe out, you're going to bring those elbows up, lift and think, shoulder towards opposite knee. Stay wide with your elbows and down. And lift and lower. So the reason I stay wide with the elbows is I don't want the elbow to move towards the knee. I want the shoulder to move towards the knee. Go over and down. One more. Change sides. As you breathe out, shoulder to knee and down. Again, trying to keep the glutes relaxed as you lift. Think rib, bottom rib still moving towards the hips and shoulder moving towards the knee. Eye line is just above the knee. One more. And rest. Now we're going to go back to the first side, but this time as you twist your torso, you're going to lift the knee in towards you as well. Take a breath in, elbows so that you can see them, and then twist and lift the knee. And down. And down. And down. 2 more. 5. And 6. As you're lifting, the other side of you is staying fairly still. Let's go second direction. Up and down. And down. Pelvis nice and stable. Two more. And rest. Alright, give those obliques a little bit of a massage just when they attach on the rib cage there. From here, hands are going out just slightly wider than your body. Squeeze your knees together and your ankles, and you're going to take the knees to one side and lift the top knee towards your shoulder. Bring the foot back down to where it was, go over the other way and lift. So you're just getting a little bit of a stretch through the butt and the low back there. Down. Do 3 more each way. Just using your abdominals to tilt you from side to side. And last one this way. All right, now I want you to imagine you've got a credit card in between your ankle and another one in between your knees. As you move from side to side, don't slide your legs because the credit card will move. So zip up those legs and then go side. Your butt and your foot have to lift in order to do this, and then engage your tummy to bring it back. Over and engage. So we're doing rotation, keeping both shoulder blades heavy on the floor. You might find your range is less, but you're getting more twist through your torso. Feel like you're moving from underneath your rib cage. Last one this way. increase the work. Bring one leg to tabletop and the second leg to tabletop. Squeezing the legs and go over and back. Over and back. You'll find now you've got to use your arms a little bit more to help you stabilize. And back. One more each way. Don't forget you can just stay with your feet down. Alrighty, final level if you want it. Stretch the legs to the ceiling, over and across the other way. Now go over as far as you can, keeping the shoulder blades heavy so you're getting that twist from underneath your rib cage. Last one this way, and stretching those legs, last one the other way. And just hug the knees into the chest and give yourself a little rock from side to side. From there, crossing the ankles with the legs at tabletop. Press your hands down. We're going to go into some reverse crunches now. So you're going to take your legs slightly away and then use your lower abdominals to lift your tailbone. More. And then change and get up. Four, two more, 5 and 6, and rest down. From there, you're going to roll over onto your tummies. So for this one, you want to make sure that your forehead is resting on the floor so that your neck is long. Your arms are going to be out like goalposts, and just take your feet slightly wider than your hips, turning your toes in and just feeling like the inside seam of your leg is trying to face up to the ceiling. We're just going to do some shoulder movements first. So you're going to lift the elbows and put them back down. Lift and down. So we're just internally rotating through the shoulder joint and down. Very well. And one. From here, you're going to try and lift your hands and your wrists. So now we're going to externally rotate. You might find there is nowhere near as much range, and that is totally normal. Lift. And you'll also find your hands like want to do weird things to help you. So just focus on the wrist lifting, the hands sort of staying as still as you can. Lift. And look, your head is still resting. I'm just lifting mine so that you can hear me a little bit better. Lift and lower. Up and down. Now we're going to add the two together. So you're going to start, lift the hand, then lift the elbow. Elbows down, hands down. 5 like this. Lift the wrist, elbow, elbows down, wrists down. Keep going. Up, lift, lower, down. Up, lift, lower, down. Alrighty, from here, we're going to start lifting your head down. So you're going to lift the wrist, lift the elbow, lift the head, neck and chest. Press your pubic bone down into the floor and draw your navel up. And then lower down. Lift the wrist, elbow, head, neck and chest, and lower back down. 2 more like that. Wrist, elbow, head, neck and chest. Your eye line is not straight up at the wall in front of you. It's about 1/2 meter in front of your head. Wrist, elbow, head, neck and chest. 1 more. Up and rest. Bring your hands now long by your side and let's all go palm down this morning. As you breathe out, you're going to reach your arms down towards your feet. Lift your head. Chin draws into your throat a little. Press your pubic bone down and press your feet down into the floor. We're not lifting yet. That's coming. And lower. Trying to get really specific today. And again, pressing that pubic bone down. My butt is working. Lift, palms facing down so that your shoulders are open. And lower. 3 more like that. I like to inhale when I lift. So try that. But if you prefer to exhale, then do that too. One more. Hold the upper body where it is. With your arms, turn them palm up. I want you to reach them back and down. Back and down. So you're really getting your shoulder blades to move towards one another and then letting them relax away while working that upper back. Press your pubic bone into the floor. One more. And now, rest your hands down. You should be feeling warm through your upper back. We're now going to work your butt a little bit more. So you're going to press your pubic bone down into the floor and then you're going to lengthen your legs. Feel like your thighs are going to lift off the floor and then lift them off the floor. And lower. Lift and lower. Now you can just have your head resting, or you can just have it resting on your chin if that feels better for you. Lift the legs and lower. If you're getting crampy feet, just try and relax your feet. Feel like you're just working through the calves and letting the feet soften. One more. Now I want you to start swimming your legs up and down. So stretching your legs out, pubic bone pulling up, pushing down, navel pulling up. Bringing your hands down by your side. You're going to lift up into some extension, reaching those arms. Let's go palm down. And then you want the added challenge. You're going to bend your hands near your shoulders, stretch them out in front of you, and start to do opposite arm and leg. Swimming up and down, trying to stay nice and lifted through your torso. And swim. Faster. And faster. One more breath. And rest. Bringing your hands underneath your shoulders. We've gotten through all the first 6. We're going to do some glutes to finish off the half hour. But first, I want you to just take a lovely child's pose. Don't forget you can do this with your bum higher if your knees don't like it, or you can do it sitting in a chair. Lean forward. Three more breaths. My big toes are touching. The closer your knees are together, the nicer this stretch will be through your low back. Walk your hands now over to the right. And really reach that left hand. And we can go back the other way, stretching. Alrighty, coming onto your side, you have 2 options. I'll show you them both and then you can pick at home. First option is resting down on the floor, which is the less challenging option. And the other version is so that you're up on your elbow, but you're trying to lift your armpit and the area just underneath off the floor. So you're really active underneath. Your bottom leg is going to be straight out in front with your shin parallel to your back leg. Turn your toes down towards the floor and feel like you're lifting from underneath. From here, you're going to go up and down. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold. You're going to go forward, lift, lower, So toes still facing down. Up, down, back. Using your core and your back to stabilize your pelvis so that your pelvis is not wobbling about as you move the leg. And down and back. We're drawing an L. Air, done this many times before. I'm going to lay down because that's making my neck feel weird. Up, down, and back. Two more. You should be starting to feel that burn down through the side of the leg. Now you're going to bring the leg forward. Keep feeling for that fold. Toes still down. You're going to take the toes down, lift, drop, catch, drop, catch. So you're quick on the way down and you hold at the top. Down, up, down, up, down, up. We've got 10 to go. 10, 9, keep on breathing. 8, underneath waist is lifted. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And tap that out. Come up and over onto the other side. Pick whichever version, so either up on the elbow with the slight lift, or resting, bottom leg out, top leg, toes facing down. You're going to go up and down. Feel like you're as long as you can get between your hip and your rib on that top side. Up and down. So you might be feeling it on the second side. Normal. Just keep breathing. Keep engaging through that core. And then you go forward, up, down, and back. But become aware of where your pelvis is in space so that you can check your own alignment. See, I can't be there in the room with you to grab you and move you around. You've got to get comfortable with knowing where you are. Use your hands, use your eyes, use a mirror. 3 to go. 3, and 2, and 1, and then those horrible drop catches. We've got 15 to go, and then stretching. So down, up, drop and catch, drop, catch. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 5 to go. 4, breathe. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Give that a little bit of a punch out. I know it feels intense once you stop. Roll over onto your back for me, please. Take one ankle in front of the knee, and then you're going to reach up and stretch, and just feel like that elbow is pushing the knee away. And you're having that stretch there. You're going to breathe 5 big breaths in. Change the leg. And lower down. From there, rolling over onto your hands and knees. Just going to finish with 10 cat-cow. So you're going to bend, press your chest forward, open up through the pelvis, round the spine under, and press it up to the ceiling. Two more. I've been talking about it a lot in the studio today. We're just going to finish with one little set of lateral flexion. So on one knee, pressing one leg down, hands behind your head, you're just going to go over and over, 10 each way, and then change sides and repeat. And then we're all done. Side to side. Imagine you're squished between two panes of glass. One more. Change the knee, leg, and go again. Two more. Head is long. And last one. And then from there, you're just going to come to kneeling. 3 shoulder rolls one way. 1, 2, 3, and then back. 1, 2, 3. Take a big breath in and a big breath out, and go about your day. Have a wonderful day. Bye, or night. See ya.